All right, where's my light at? Have I got a light here? Yep. Good evening, everybody. So I'm here. This is Justin with Jake's Journey Live. Hello, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Everybody, come on in. This is YouTube Justin, Jake's Journey Live. I'm out over here trying to do a repair on a chest of drawers, an old dresser here, and I got a piece I'm putting in place here. All right, somebody come in here, please. Where is do we have light? Where's the light at? Lighting, right here. Okay. All right, anybody coming in here? Anybody at all? Okay, let's go here. And there's my light right there. Good morning, good evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Anybody here? All right, so here's what I'm going to do. If nobody's here, I still have the video. So here's what the deal is. It's 11:28:33 p.m., almost midnight. I'm in Texas at my little homestead here. I have a dresser here. It's an antique dresser. It used to belong to a friend of mine. And anyways, I had this in one of my other rooms over here, in that room over there, and I emptied that room out to move my bedroom here and put an air conditioner here so I can beat the heat, okay? So basically, hey everybody, how you doing? I'm gonna just show you what I'm doing here, a little late night repair. This plywood, this paneling right here, I took it off one of the walls of my house. My house is a 1900s house, people. Yes, it's a 1900s house. I want to show you see that beadboard up there, the ceiling? That's beadboard, okay? And I've got the 1970s paneling in here. This is a piece of paneling that I got out of the other room in there. Now what happened, this is the antique piece of furniture here. It used to belong to a friend of mine. You see that big old gaping hole right there? Well, that back is kind of flimsy, and I have a little dog, and I had some cats, and I believe they were searching for a mouse. Because I used to see mice kind of zip across from the dining room into my bedroom there, and I'm trying to catch the thing. Anyways, so I was moving from that room to here last week, and I noticed this had a hole in the back of it. So I got to thinking, where I had it in the bedroom in there, my dog or the cat was going in behind here, and they literally broke through the back of this to get to mice. That's the only place on it that is messed up. So I want to do a repair to it. And what I'm doing is I'm putting glue on the back right there, and I got this piece of wood paneling. And what we're going to do, we're just going to set this down in here, right there. And I'm going to take some water bottles. I guess that's the best thing I can take. We're going to take water bottles. We're going to set them down in here. I don't know, I may have to get something else to put it down in there. But I need to get some serious weight in there. I could go outside and get some bricks, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Get some water and put it in there. How y'all doing tonight? If you want to make a comment in there, feel free to. It is actually 11:31 p.m. here where I'm at in Texas. I I've had this house about 4 years, you guys, and it is a 1900s house. Literally, it's got the wood floors. It's got the beadboard ceilings. The walls are really thin. They're about that thick. No insulation in this house. Not in the attic, not in the walls. The walls, like I said, are just about that thick. So there's nowhere to put insulation at. Anyways, I got this house about 4 years ago, and it's been the biggest blessing in my life. But there's a lot of work needs to be done to it to modernize it into a insulated house, something that you can keep the heat in it, the cold in it, and so there's a lot of upkeep on it, not being brought up to date yet. Okay, so it's like this furniture here. It's antique, and I don't mind it. I kind of like it, So basically, like I said, I'm just trying to make a repair on this. I need some weight on here that'll hold that paneling down in there. And I got to do this before it sets up, And how many of you guys have done something like this, made a repair on a piece of furniture like this? Any of y'all done this before? Just put the water down here. That's just basically going to push that paneling down so that it will adhere to the back of the dresser. Once I do this, then I'm going to put the dresser over here, and I think I'm going to I've got the bed to this too. It used to belong to my friend. And it used to be painted blue, and I've got the bed frame to it too. Well, he doesn't know that I'm going to restore the bed and fix it, and he doesn't know I still have this. I don't even think he realized I still have it. But he gave it to his granddaughter, and his granddaughter, I actually consider her to be a granddaughter in my life, because heck, I've known her since 2007. And every one of her kids, I had them. I was in the hospital whenever they were born, not when they were being born, but literally within hours of them being born, I held them. After they were brought to the room, I had them. Her first kid, all the way up to her latest kid. She's got 4 kids, and every one of them I've been blessed to be there. So I call them my grandkids, and they are a big blessing, and they consider me to be their papa too. It's one of them things that only God can do. And when you have those things in your life that are missing, God makes up for it somehow to help you out, so you actually get the same blessing that you otherwise would have. So I am thankful for them every day of my life, and they bring a lot of joy to my life. But this is the oldest boy. I figure one day he may want this furniture, or the granddaughter, the actual granddaughter, might want it back one day. But I'm the caretaker of it. They just don't know it, that I'm not getting rid of this. I'm going to hang on to it for one of the kids, so they have something that belongs to the real papa, This is something I decided I would do to make it available to them. So, anyways, I think that's enough weight on here now, and I don't think that's a problem now. I don't know if there's anything I could put down in there that would kind of weight it down, maybe. Put some more weight on top of it. And there's a bleach bottle right there. I just want to make sure that it gets weighted down and makes total contact with the surface underneath of there. So in the morning, this thing will be nice and dry. And let me see, I have another bleach bottle in the other room. So where are you guys from? You want to check? If you want to write in the chat, you're welcome to do it. Tell me where you're from or whatever. I'm trying to get this whole house set up. It's a wreck right now, but I'm the only one that lives here. Consequently, I'm trying to do repairs on the house, on the yard. I'm actually trying to set up a thrift store in the house. Originally, I was going to put a thrift store, the hallway, that room there, and this room over here. And I had my bedroom in here, as recently a week ago. I finally got everything out of here and over there so I could have that 220 air conditioner in the window in here. And that thing does wonders, that air conditioner. It's 220, but it's Alexa driven. You can use Alexa with it and on your phone and say, turn it on and off, whatever, when you're out of country or whatever. So anyways, I moved the bedroom from over here, and now I'm going to take this wall here out, and here's the other side of the wall. This here is where I got the paneling from that you just saw, that I fixed that dresser with. And see the wonderful wallpaper in here? That's original 1900s wallpaper. Okay, I see somebody here. Hi, Wi-Fi. How you doing? Nice to meet you there. That's pretty cool. Wi-Fi. I like that. So anyways, I've got old original wallpaper underneath of this. These walls, I don't know if you can see it. If I push on it, see that? I don't know if you can tell it or not, because I'm shaking with the other arm. But yeah, this is not very thin or very thick. It's not a 2x4 wall. So it's really not holding anything up right there. All right, so I'm going to take that out and make this one big long room here. I'm actually going to use these two rooms for a thrift store. I'm going to shut this door here, and I have furniture to put in here. I've got knickknacks and other things put in here. I'm going to really fix it up good so you can come in here. I live in the country, and I'm going to just put the name of the town and thrift store, and then I'm going to arrange all this stuff finally so I can get this stuff sold. All I'm doing it for is a thrift store. Instead of having a yard sale outside, I'm going to have it basically inside and call it a thrift store. And hopefully I get people out here every week and then sell out on everything in here that I want to get rid of and be done with it, okay? It's the only way I can think to get rid of this stuff and make some money off of it while I'm here working on the property, because I'm retired now. I just want to be able to make money while I'm doing all this work around here. So that's the idea I came up with. And I just got through bringing a lot of stuff in here out of this room. And then I moved my bedroom from over there into the room. A lot of moving stuff around. So that's why it's a big mess right now. And then that's when I found out the damage on this right here. Howdy, who else we got here? Milwaukee Bandit. Hey, Milwaukee, how you doing, man? And then we got, excuse my eyes are like squinting here. I'll turn the camera around here in a second. Let you guys check out who he's talking here for you. Got my glasses on. We got No. Is that N-O-E? Okay, Noming. Okay, Guzman. Okay, I'm just going to call you Guzman if that's okay. Hey, Guzman, how you doing? And Milwaukee Bandit. I like that Milwaukee Bandit, too. And then we got Wi-Fi. It's almost like R2-D2. I like that, too, Anyways, this is who is behind the camera talking to you. Basically, like I said, I've had this property for about 4 years. Got it at a tax sale. And it has been a real blessing in my life because it's paid for. I don't have a house payment. And it's very old, but it's very solid for being old. There's one place on the outside of the house over here that the siding is actually worn down to the 1x12s that go up and down the wall. And it's like 1x10s or 1x12s. They go up and down perpendicular or horizontal, vertical. Vertical, yeah. They go vertical in the walls, and then on the outside of that, it's got siding shiplap on the outside of that. So if you take the paneling off here, you'll actually be to the 1x12s. Take 1x12s, you're outside basically. So there's no 2x4s in here. There's no insulation in here. The beadboard ceiling's right here, all through the house. There's no insulation, like I said. All hardwood floors, all original. So it needs a lot of work to bring it back to, back to its former glory, beauty, but it's got paneling throughout the house, different stages of it. And so basically what I'm trying to do is try to get everything out of here. And I'm starting over with everything here, basically. And just me, a lot of work for myself. Plus, I own, it's a quarter of a block here. It's quite big. And it's just a lot of work for one person. And talking, I'm 23 years, no, I'm 3 years old. So and that I'm not complaining about that. I try to do everything I did when I was 20, Trying to lose weight right now, though. So I got a lot of stuff going on outside. Weeds growing and a lot of junk in the yards I'm trying to get rid of. And basically, the whole thing is right now I've got a lot more reason to do it. I've recently met somebody that I really care about, and I want to get past this stuff here. So at a moment's notice, if I want to pick up and leave, I can, But I want to just enjoy life, as it comes. But of you who just been here, in here I have a piece of paneling that I cut out of that other room in there, and I had a big hole, probably about 6 inches in diameter, and it's underneath here, and I have a patch in there from the paneling, and I just cut it the size of the opening, glued it up real good, and then put the paneling down there, put this water and stuff on there for weight. And it's just basically a simple repair. But what was happening when I had it in the other room, that was in good shape. But I started noticing mice were getting into the drawers on that thing. And it wasn't until I moved it out of place, it was over here where the love seat is. I moved it out of the way. When I got it out, I'm like, that thing had a big hole in it, So the culprit that had put the hole in there, and I'm sure it's my dog or my cat. They were in there trying to get the varmint that were in there that I didn't know anything about. So anyways, this here is where I took the paneling out here. You see that wallpaper there? This is very old stuff. You see it? It's pretty cool. If you guys, thank you guys for being here too. I really appreciate you coming in here. Thank you very much. And if you care to, you can go ahead and you can hit that, if you don't mind, hitting the like button and hitting the, if you hit the like button and hit the subscription button, that would really be appreciated. But I'm basically doing it, if you just get in here, I just did a repair on this antique dresser here. I had a big hole in the bottom, like about a 6-inch hole on this side over here. And I went and bought some wood glue today. I bought some wood glue, and I got a piece of old paneling out of the house over here on the wall because I'm taking the wall out. This is the glue that I went and bought right here, Titebond. And then over here, I'll show you where I get the paneling from. But I just needed a place that I could get actual wood paneling. And this whole room here has wood paneling in it. So I took the one off over there because I'm going to take that wall out of the house. This wall is not a load-bearing wall. And I want to make this room bigger here because all this stuff in here is for a thrift store. I'm going to fix this room so you come in here through this door right here. And you can walk in here and shop around. And hopefully I can sell a lot of stuff and get rid of it, okay? That is what I'm trying to do. Get rid of as much stuff on the property and in the house that I can and make money off of it and get the place empty so I can start remodeling the house. I want to remodel this place. I want to open up this side of the house from this wall that way. One big open area. I want to make this ceiling over here vaulted as much as I can and open it way up. Put in some high-hanging ceiling fans hanging down and maybe some beams going across somehow. But I want to spruce this thing up to where it is beautiful in here. Have a living room setting here, blending into a dining room over here, where you can have a French doors over here going out to a courtyard or sliding glass doors. And then a good portion, that room over there and portion of this over here will then be used for a kitchen. So I've got it clear from over there, even over this way, once this wall here is redesigned. This is a load-bearing wall. So I have to be careful what I do here, how I do it, and make this to where it'll work, okay? I think if I put 2x10s or something in the attic, put me some beams, long beams or something up there, and then brace it up to the ceiling or the upper roof up there to where mainly it's open up there, then I think what I'm going to do is take all the beadboard in here throughout the house, take the beadboard and put it up higher, reuse it higher up on the vaulted ceiling up there. I think that would look very, very good. I could take the beadboard out of this room, the next room over, the hallway here. I could take all that beadboard out and repurpose it up higher in the roof. So I got to do some design work so I can make sure the load is proper on the roof. And then after I get everything figured out, then it's going to look very good. You'll walk in through here. I'm going to take this whole opening out here, and it'll be a foyer outside of this door here. This door won't be here. I want to open up a wide area here. You'll go into a foyer, and on the left, there'll be a door over there, and on the right, there'll be another door. Both doors you can get outside. One to the left, one to the right, but the foyer will go out even further. What I want to be able to do is go out to the right. You can go out to like the driveway over there. To the left, of course, you can go out to this side over here and then have a sidewalk leading up to the front of it here. And I don't want the north wind coming right in this door. That's why I want to put a foyer out there so the north wind will hit the building and this, you'll actually come in from the west right here, which I think will be awesome to keep it warmer in the house. And just little changes like that will make a difference. Right now, if you open the front door and that back door back there, any given day when there's wind blowing, it blows north to west through here, south to north, and you get a nice breeze blowing through this house. That's the way they built these back in the 1800s, 1900s. And this thing had 15, I believe it's 15 doors in this house. This room has 2 doors, one here, one over there. You have one here and one there. You used to have a door right here going down the hallway. Then you have this door, okay, the same one I showed you there, and then a door here. And that room has another door on the back porch. Then there was a door here, and the kitchen has a door has another door inside the kitchen going out to the back porch. And I don't know if I said the door over here, but you got this room, you got this door, and that door right there. So, and then the front door. So, a lot of doors in this house. That's the way they built these, like little. You could keep each room warm by itself with some kind of stove or something, you know. But I've really enjoyed this place. I am doing fine. This is who are we looking at? I'm sorry, I'm just now seeing here. Rosie. Is that right, Rosie? Hi, Rosie. How you doing? Wait, let me make sure I'm saying that. Rasil, R-A-S-I-L. Rasil Rizola. That's pretty cool. Thank you. How you doing? Now I got two people in here. I just made a repair on this. The reason I'm on here, I made a repair on this cabinet here. Had a big, about a 6-inch diameter hole punched through the back of the backing here. It's real old, it's real brittle, but I think my dog was trying to get into some mice because the drawer was on it. Pushed it, and those are all the drawers. The drawer was in it, and when I went to go bring it out of there, out of the other room, I noticed a big hole in the back of it. I thought, what in the world? And so I looked underneath the drawer. When I pulled the drawer out, the pieces of the back of it had fallen in underneath the drawer. And I have them somewhere here in a bowl or a bag or something. And I thought, well, how can I repair it so it looks good? So right now I've repaired it from the inside so you won't see the patch. And then on the back, I have options with that. I can try to get the old pieces and glue them together and maybe fit it in there, then take some putty or something, just do a nice little job patching it in or something. Or I can just go where that hole was and patch in, put a little mud in there or something, some kind of epoxy, something, and just do a good filling job. But I wanted to get it patched up so I could use it because I don't need mice getting inside of it. It's totally sealed up now since I fixed it. So it's just a good piece of furniture. It actually is, I consider a borrowed piece, but it got passed on to me from the guy's granddaughter. She didn't want it anymore, so she gave it to me. And her grandfather, it was his when he was a kid, and he's older than I am. I'm 63, so I figure one day the meaning of it, did it belong to her granddaddy? She may want this back, plus have a matching bed that goes with it. And if she don't want it back, one of her kids might want it because it belonged to their papa, you know? So I'm trying to just fix it and preserve it and clean it up and do what I can. I'm going to go ahead and utilize it in here. So I have this one, that dresser, and the other dresser here. I just got through moving everything in here because I didn't have an air conditioner in the other room, and the only way this plugs in is 220. And I have right outside the window to the right there, that's where my power is out there. So I had some 220 wire, and I, with the breaker on it, I put that in and ran that over here, and voila, I got a air conditioner. And this thing is cool, man. It gets really nice cool. But the walls in here are for the birds because you only got that thick of walls. You got siding, and you got 1x12 or 1x10 vertical boards in all the walls around here. Yeah, it's an old house. That's why it's built this way. But there's no 2x4s in the wall, none whatsoever. These walls here are just thin right here. You got two pieces of paneling. You got in here. All you got in here behind this is, I don't want to tear it up because it's wallpaper, but for the most part, there's 1x10s behind this. And if you stay with me over the course of time here, this kind of stuff will be revealed. But you see this pristine looking old-timey wallpaper here. It's here, and it's in this room underneath the paneling here. See it? And then every room in here has wallpaper in it underneath the paneling. So when they build, you can tell what's cool about these things. You can look up at the top of the wall here, over there, and over here, and go in the other room same way. But you can see these are 8 or 9 feet. The ceilings are almost 10 feet tall. But you see at the end here, like they cut the piece to fit in there. Well, the room was out of level when they put the paneling on because the way they pieced it in there and its curved ceiling, if it had been otherwise been leveled house when they put the paneling in, then you would have straight cuts everywhere. You can really see it in here though. We can go in here, I'll show you. In here, it's pretty cool stuff. Who else we got here? We got Pastille Rizzola, Mowing, Guzman. We got Milwaukee Bandit, Wi-Fi. Okay, then down here we got another one, Shepherd's Chapel on Yucatan. Wow, that's cool. Hey, Shepherds. This is so cool, man. I've been on 34 minutes. Hey, if you guys like my video right now, like my talking, just sharing with you stuff going on. If you like this, go ahead and like my page and become a subscriber. I'd really appreciate that. I'm trying to reach my first 1,000 people, okay? My first 1,000 subscribers. And you know what that means? Once you get 1,000 subscribers, maybe you guys might want to try out YouTube too. And try to start your channel, because you get 50 people, you can start doing 50 subscribers, you can start doing live feed videos, and then from there, like I'm not even on here every day or every any set time of any per se set time that I come in here. I just come in here when I feel like it, okay? But then like that dresser I fixed, it's just a minor thing. But the way I did it, it didn't cost me any money except for the glue. I went to town today, bought glue, the paneling. Look at this. I'm going to show you. This stuff was made in the 1970s, maybe. But look here. See that stamp right there? See that? Made in Korea. And that's made in Korea. I'll be daggone. Look at that. Unbelievable. This was made in Kwangmyong, I can't even say it, lumber company, made in Korea. Are you serious? You don't say South Korea, it says made in Korea. Wow, I didn't even know such a thing. But this is paneling that came out of this room over here. There's another piece of it there. And what I wanted wood paneling like that to make the repair on that cabinet I have over here, because thing for it. Okay, by morning time, here, let me go get that. Forgot to get that. There is some bleach over here, some more weight, if you will. It's good enough anyways. Not full, but we'll take this over here. What I want to do is I want to put more weight right here, in here, there, on the water bottles underneath of there. What that's going to do, it's going to give us enough weight to push down on the wood underneath of there, because I've glued it up. I got a piece of that paneling sitting right on the bottom here. I glued it like that. I glued and I cut a piece of paneling 7 inches by 23 inches. I put glue down in it, and then I put that paneling down there. Got a bunch of water bottles down there full of water. And I put these things, got it weight. So that weight overnight, pressing down there, tomorrow when I wake up, this thing should be good as gold. I'll stand it up. I'll get it put in this corner over here. Probably sweep it, mop it over here, and put that cabinet over here. And then I can start putting these drawers in it, okay? And start putting my clothes in it. I just have moved the room last week. I finished moving in here. I'm still not done. I'm trying to rearrange the house and do all kind of cool things here. I need to rearrange things. I want to take everything out of the hallway. That room over there. These two rooms over there. I'm going to put a thrift store in there temporarily till I sell the things I want to sell. I'm going to get this hallway cleaned out. I got a bunch of bed frames there. An old stove here. I got end tables. I got a bed here. Single bed. I got store shelving right here that I'm going to put together because I want to sell that too. I got all kind of stuff. So some of the stuff I want to paint it up and be able to make it look good. Some of it I'm just going to do everything I can to sell everything I can out of here and make a good profit off of it while I'm trying to get this house in order. And I got a lot of good things happening this year. I got some good news ahead that that I'd like to put out eventually. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm waiting for time. The right time I will probably announce it, but not right now. I have a big announcement to make, okay? I'm just going to say this. God has been good to me and been good to another person too. Me and another person. And that's all I'm going to say. The rest is going to be suspense for an unknown amount of time, okay? So, I've got a lot of good things getting ready to happen. I intend to get out here and work on projects so you guys can see the jobs being done as they're being done. That's one thing I want to use. That's one thing I want to use the channel for, to get subscribers and stuff. I want to go out here and work and do live stream videos and go out there and work out there. Have a speaker on my